Yeah.
Yes, Sanjana. You can start the Guru Shloka. You can go ahead.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva Maheshwara, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Namaha. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guru
Gurave Namaha.
Namaha.
Very good. Um, I'm going to call who's the other one who raised the arms. Swastika. Swastika, right?
Sahitya.
Sakitya. Oh, I always keep uh, confusing between your name and your sister's name. Okay, Sakitya, go ahead.
Saraswati.
Do you want to chant after me?
Yeah.
Okay. Saraswati Namastubhyam.
Saraswati Namastutvam.
One more time.
Saraswati Namastutyam.
Varade Kamarupini.
Varade Kamarupini. Varade Kamarupini.
Vidyarambham Karishyami.
Vidyaram Karishyami. Vidyaram Karishyami.
Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Siddhi Bhavatu Me Sada. Siddhi Bhavatu Me Sada.
Fantastic. Awesome. And now I'm going to call the other one, Alagar. Do you want to do Sahana Vavatu?
Yes.
Go ahead.
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Fantastic. Thank you. So we will jump into today's class right away. Okay. So we were talking about Vyanchanas, and then we moved on to chanting Maheshwara Sutrani. Are there any questions so far? So can we move on to Maheshwara Sutrani?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to call Arjun to chant Maheshwara Sutrani and Alagar to follow him. Okay, you are going to chant after him. Okay, we all are going to chant in mute. So these two people will chant unmute. Okay, so Arjun, can you?
Maheshwaraputrani
माहेश्वरसूत्राणि माहेश्वरसूत्राणि
Ayun
अयिवुन् अयिवुन्
Rilvak
ऋरक् ऋरक् एयोन् एयोन् एयोन्
Ayaw
अयौ अयौ
Hayavarat,
हयवरत् Hayavarat.
Lan.
Lan. Lan.
Nyamangananam.
Nyamavananam. Nyamavananam.
Chapain.
Chapain. Chapain.
Third. Gadadash.
Gadadash. Gadadash.
Jabagadadash.
Jabagadadash. Jabagadadash.
Ha ha ha. Cha tha tha. Chatataum.
Kapachatata. Chatatau.
Kapai.
Kapai.
Shashasar.
Sashasar. Shasasar.
Hal.
Han. Lan.
Iti Maheshwara Sutrani.
Iti Maheshwara Sutrani.
Fantastic. Yeah. So hope everyone is practicing this. We are going to do one more time. Okay. I'm going to chant and I'm going to call Sanjana to repeat after me. Unmute. Others, please chant after me in mute. Okay. You ready, Sanjana?
Yes.
Okay. Maheshwara Sutrani.
Maheshwara Sutrani. Maheshwara Sutrani.
Ayevun.
Ayevun.
One more time.
Ayevun.
Rulak.
Rulak. Rulak.
Eong.
Eom. Eom.
Ayouch.
Ayouch. Ayouch.
Just a moment. Yeah. Hayavarat.
Hayavarat. Hayavarat.
Lam.
Lama. Lama.
Yamangananam.
Yamagananam.
One more time.
Yamagananam.
Nyamangananam.
Yamagananam.
Chapai.
Chapai.
One more time.
Chapai.
Gadadash.
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 Jabagadadash.
Japagadadash. Japagadadash.
Dash.
Vash.
Ka pa cha ta ta cha ta tau.
Chatapata.
Wait. Ka pa cha.
Cha. Ta. Ta. Cha.
Ka pa cha.
Ta.
Repeat after me. Ka pa cha.
Ta. Ta. Cha.
Ta ta
Ta. Pa.
cha ta tau.
Chatatau.
Ka pai.
Kapai. Kapai.
Sha sha sar.
Sa. Sar, Sar, Sar,
Watch all sha, right? Sha, sha, sar,
Sha, Sha, Sar,
hal,
Hal,
iti, maheshwara sutrani.
Iti Maheshwara Sutrani.
Yeah, I want everyone to please practice this. The importance of this is when we come to um, Vyakaranam, grammar, every Vyakarana point will be based on these Sutrani, Makeshwara Sutrani. For example, words are generally classified into Achanta and Halanta. Okay, Achanta means if you start from Ach, Anta. Anta means ending. Words ending with Ach. So words ending in Ach. What are the words ending in Ach? If you see here, A, I, U in Ruluk, Evom, Ayouch, Hayavarat, Lan. It goes, right? So if you see, A is here and Ich is here. So when you say Ach, Antam, words ending with those letters between A and Ich. So we call them as Achanta, Achanta Pullingam, Achanta Strilingam, like that we will classify. So when it means Achanta, the letters between A and the fourth line, Ich. Okay. So what are all the letters there? If you see closely, all the vowels will be there. Ayun, Ruluk, Eong, Ayouch, all the vowels. Okay. So all the vowels. So let words ending with vowel letters are called as Achanta words. Okay. So what is Halanta? Halanta, next one, fifth line start with Ha. Ha, ya, varat, lan, everything keeps coming. If you see finally, Hal. Okay, so when you say Halanta, that means Hal Anta. From Ha, the fifth line Ha, to the last line Il. Right? Halanta. So words ending with letters between Ha to Il are called as Hal Anta words. So what do you have between Ha and Il? All the consonants. Okay. So this is only an example. There are lots of Shanat, Shatru, lots of even Pratyaya. Whatever you go see in the Vyakarana point of view, we will be quoting reference from Maheshwara Sutrani. Okay, what I told now is just an example how the words will be classified based on the Maheshwara Sutrani. Is that good? So like that. So please keep chanting this. Also, it helps in improving our pronunciation. Is that okay? So with that, we will move on. Now, we did see in detail about what vowels and uh, consonants. Now, as an epitome, we are going to see the total. What are the classifications of letters in Sanskrit? So, in Sanskrit, if you take the letters are broadly, they, of course, in any language, broadly they are classified as swaras and consonants. I mean, vowels and consonants, right? Here in Sanskrit, they are called as swaras and vyanjanas. Hope you will remember the. I don't know whether it is here. Maybe in the other slides, I guess. Okay. So we know the consonants are vyanjanas and the vowels are swaras. So is that the only classification? No. Basically, in Sanskrit, because our ancestors have given importance to the sounds, right? They are basically the sounds that are more important rather than how we write and classify them. So they have classified the sounds into 4 groups actually. Okay, that is what we are going to see. So all these letters are going to be classified into 4 groups. Okay, I'm sorry. So there is. It's not getting updated. So I'm sorry. The this one should be 2. Consonants should be 2. Okay, Vyanjanani. So first one is Swaraha, vowels. So in under vowels, we know Hraswa, Dirga, and Pluta. So what are they? Someone is going to explain me what they are. We did see in detail. What are they? Hraswa, Dirga. We are talking about number 1, Swaraha. Okay. So Hraswa, Dirga, and Pluta. Can anyone explain? Who's going to explain? Hraswa, Dirga, and Pluta. Nobody is raising hands. June.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the difference? What is the difference between Hraswa, Dirga, and Pluta Swaras?
Heswa is like it's
See, in Sanskrit, the swaras, vowels, are classified based on the length of time they take, right? The unit of time, we call them as matra. So if a letter takes just 1 matra, which is equal to the time like when I tap, like 1 tap, okay, that is 1 matra. So if it takes a bit longer, it takes 2 matra, right? It is longer, long vowels. And Pluta is the longest vowels. So it takes 3 matras. Okay. So that is the smallest unit of time is matra. Okay. So all the swaras in Sanskrit is classified based on matras. So Hraswa is those short vowels. Dirga is long vowels. Pluta is even longer vowels. So how do we classify? We know a and a. So it's so easy to say a is Hraswa and a is Dirga, right? That we all know. But what is this Pluta? Pluta swaras are 3 matras or sometimes 4 matras, and these Pluta swaras, you don't have to worry much about them because it's like when we call someone from far distance, for example, Arjuna, okay, that sound also they calculate. Of course, it happens in any language, right? Like when we call someone from far away, that's what we call Rama, Sita, like that we call, right? Most of the languages, they don't give any importance for these longer vowels. But here in Sanskrit, because we are based on the sounds, so they have given importance to the time taken to for ear to pronounce even these letters. So we know how Hraswa and Dirga appears as the forms, right? When you say a, you know it is Hraswa. When you say a, you know there is one more vertical line added, so it is longer vowel. But how to notify this Pluta swaras? So in Pluta swaras, just for your knowledge, you don't have to get confused with hope my my uh, you can see I hope you can see the video from my phone here. So when you write you know that is, are you able to, are you guys able to see?
Maybe pin it so that it might be easier. Can't see it now.
Yeah, how to pin that? 1 second. Let me see. Screen.
Yeah, now I can see. I've pinned you, so now I can see.
Okay. Yeah. So if that is that is hraswa. When you put one line, it becomes then you know it is Chandran, and then someone raised your hands. What happened?
எனக்கு தெரியல உங்கள.
I don't know. I could pin me. Let me see. Let me see.
I think each of us will have to pin you on their desktops or wherever they're watching.
Yeah. Can you do that? Can you guys do that? Or it's going to be hard. Sonia ji, can you pin?
No. Each one of us will have to do it on our own laptops.
Can you guys try that?
Okay, you can go to the area. It said like 12 people are here, and then you could just like look at his name, and then you could add it for pin.
Okay. Hey, wait.
Does this work?
Okay, is that working?
Other people have to go to the like அந்த ஐகான் இருக்கு, நிறைய ஆட்கள் வந்து இருக்கிறாங்கண்டு இந்த ஜோயினுக்கு. இந்த
Okay.
ஜோயின்ல அமர்த்தினா அது உங்களோட பேர் வரும், அந்த பேர்ல
Okay.
அமர்த்தி பின் போட்டு.
நான் பின் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஓ இல்லையே.
இல்ல அவே போடணும்.
I have pinned you, Senthil ji.
Yeah.
That is what I did last time also, and it should work this time also.
Is that okay, Sahitya? If I pinned.
How about now?
Yeah.
I pinned.
And Senthil ji, can you move your phone in a other way, like a landscape rather than portrait?
Okay,
Maybe that can also help.
1 second. 1 second.
Yes, it is better for me now. How about everyone else?
Yeah, better. It's getting wider and yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Awesome.
Better.
Okay. Yeah. We will move on. So is dirgha, and when you say Rama, the actual swara is that is getting extended, right? So when you say Rama, what we do, we put a number here. That is Sanskrit 3. Okay, don't worry about the numbers, we will be learning. Okay, that is Sanskrit 3. So when you say Rama, to denote what is called as Plutaswaras, we put a number. So that means it is Plutaswara. So in some letters, we see, if you see E, U, A, I, okay, the letter I. So the letter I it's actually 4 matras. Okay, when the letter I is prolonged, like I, so it becomes 4 matras. That is the longest letter in Plutaswara. So what happens when you take I? It's actually the combination of A plus E, right? So A is 1 and E becomes 3. So total it becomes 4 matras. So we have to stretch the letter so long so it becomes sounds like I. Okay. So don't worry much about these ones. These are not going to be much useful in our Laukika Sanskritam, like our practically day-to-day Sanskritam. But if you are going into any Vedic chants or anything, you will see all these stuff very commonly, the numbers beside the letters and all. Okay, so don't get surprised when you see these numbers. They just mean that they are Plutaswaras. Okay, that is all I want you guys to know at this point of time. In chanting, sometimes we see these numbers, so don't get surprised. That's all. Okay, so is that okay? That is all about Swaraha. We are not going to see vowels anymore. So we are moving to Vyanjanas. Any questions so far? All good? So one thing that we haven't seen in Swaras is these Ayoga Vagaha. That here in the this thing, I've listed as third one, Ayoga Vahaha, which includes Anuswaraha and Visargaha. Sometimes these Anuswaraha and Visargaha are included into Swaras, but they are classified as Ayoga Vahaha. What do that mean? Ayoga Vahaha. See, all these Sanskrit letters, the whole language is based on Paniniya Sutras. Okay, Panini is the first person who actually uh, uh, transcribed the entire Sanskrit language. So most of our rules and regulations and the whole language will be based on his sutras, his points. But these Ayoga Vagaha are not mentioned in the sutras, but they are mentioned in the language form. That is why they are called as Ayoga Vagaha. And they are of 4 classification, but it's basically Anuswaraha and Visargaha. And then if you see, there is Jihva Mulyaha and Upatmanyaha. Don't the Jigva Mulyaha and Upatmanyaha are subclassification of Visargaha. Hope you will understand, remember what we see for Anuswara, right? Anuswara is just a dot on top of a letter. For example, if there is a dot above A, it becomes Okay, basically it is im sound. Any letter, if there is a dot on top of it, becomes Okay, and one thing you also have to remember here is the sound could be as halanta also. Hope everyone will remember what I mean by halanta. Can someone say what is halanta? We just saw halanta. What is halanta?
The consonants between her and lo.
Exactly. So all the consonants are halantas. Okay. So when you write like this anuswara like this is ajanta, right? Because it is a is swara. When it becomes halanta, you can also do this, right? Write an ma and put a stroke underneath, it becomes im. Am I making sense? So that becomes im. Both are im sound. This is this is im. Okay. Halanta im and ajanta anuswara Okay. So that is straightforward. Im, right? The the thing is only with Visarga. So Visarga is the one has couple different pronunciation, and this Visarga will affect us even later when we learn about Sandhis and Samhasas. Okay, so this is aha. Like in the difference in pronunciation between North Indian Sanskrit and South Indian Sanskrit, particularly when I say North Indian Sanskrit, the correct pronunciation of Sanskrit is said to be somewhere between certain parts of Maharashtra and Gujarat and kind of Madhya Pradesh areas, they only have the correct pronunciation of Sanskrit, technically, people say. So when you pronounce like this Visarga, most of the South Indian pronunciation will be like aha, but it's actually stop. Ah. It has to stop. Ah. That's all. It's correct pronunciation. But for our understanding, we are going to follow the South Indian pronunciation. Aha. Okay, because sometimes when we say Rama, see, for example, this word, okay, with the Visarga ending, if you're going to say Rama, you are pronouncing the Visarga, but the person who listens might not grasp that you are pronouncing correct. It will sound like Rama. Okay, so we will pronounce this Ramaha. Ramaha. Okay, we will follow that as we learn now. Okay, so this Visarga, there are two differentiation in Visarga. When a Visarga is followed by Kavarga, in Vyanjanas, we know there are basically two classifications: Vargiya Vyanjanas and Avargiya Vyanjanas, right? See, I'm not talking anything new here. Okay, Vargiya Vyanjanas are these 25 which has similarities in pronunciation. Ka, ka, ga, ga, nga, right? They are called as Kavarga. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, they are called as Chavarga. Okay, so they are Vargiya Vyanjanas of 25. All other Vyanjanas, other than Vargiya Vyanjanas, are called as Avargiya Vyanjanas. So in this Vargiya Vyanjanas, just for the first Kavarka, ka, ka, ga, ga, na, if Visarga comes before this Kavarga, it is actually stops like exactly like if. So for example, Ramaha is that, right? Now I'm going to put Karoti. So Ramaha Karoti, right? But how I actually pronounce Ramah Karoti, okay? Because it's easy to pronounce. Okay, because it's basically Sanskrit is all about pronunciation, right? So as we know, so it's easy to pronounce. But this kind of pronunciation is classified as what? Jihva mulyaha. Jihva mulyaha. Okay, that's all. Nothing great. Okay. So what is this Ubatmaniyaha? Ubatmaniyaha is another form of pronunciation of Visarga. Again, same thing, right? If you see mm, uh, in Gayatri Mantra, Om Purvasva Tatsavidurvarenyam Vargo Devasi Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prasodayat. The P sound comes, right? Like when you see in the Vargiya Vyanjanas, the Fa sound. When the Fa sound follows the Visarga, the pa sound when it follows the visarga, it becomes if, fa sound, F, English letter F sound. Okay, Dio yo na prasodayat nahi. So Dio yo naf, if sound. Okay, Dio yo naf prasodayat. Okay, so that if visarga is followed by pa varkaha, it gets changed into F sound. That's all about upatmaniyaha. Okay, that those are the four different forms of ayogavagaha. So how do you write these two, jihva mulyaha and upatmanyaha? Usually they are not even mentioned. It's understood in the Laugika Sanskritam, but in Vaidika Sanskritam, you see like letters like that. Are you able to see letters like this?
Yes.
So you will see in Vedic chants and all, you see letters like that. Means they are either Jihva Mulya or Upatmaniyaha. Okay. So four varieties: Ayogavaha, Anuswaraha we know, Visargaha we know, Jihva Mulyaha we know, Upatmaniyaha we know. That completes the entire Swaraha. So any questions so far? I'm not going to discuss about Swaraha anymore. Okay. So we need to go deeper learning words and sentences. So any questions so far before we see Vyanjanas?
No.
That is fantastic. So we will move on to Vyanjanas. Okay. So if you see here, I've written Vyanjanani. That means plural. Okay. Vyanjana is singular. Vyanjanani is plural. Consonants. So what are the various? We know like basically the classification in consonants are Vargiya Vyanjanas and Avargiya Vyanjanas. That based on the Vargas. So apart from that, there is going to be classification based on how we form the Vyanjanas. So as we know, in order to pronounce the Vyanjanas proper, we add Vyanjanas with Swara, right? So for example, if you take in this word Ramaha, so how are these letters formed? If you say Ra, Ra is a combination of Ra plus A, right? This is very basic. Ra is a combination of, I shouldn't put Ra, I have to put Ir. Ir plus A becomes Ra. So what is the combination of Ma? Im plus A, right? Im plus A. Im is the consonant. Ma is not the consonant. Consonant is Im. So when Im, we cannot pronounce anything like So we are adding Swara in order to make it pronounceable. So that is what is called as Swara Samyukta Vyanjanani. I'm sorry, Swara Yukta Vyanjanani. Samyukta Vyanjanani becomes Gunitakshara. So Swara Yukta Vyanjanani. Okay. So every consonant, in order to become pronounceable letters, are added with swaras. So when they are added with swaras, they become as Swarayukta Vyanjana. Is that clear? So Swarayukta Vyanjanas are nothing but pronounceable form of Vyanjanas. That's all. Okay. So what are they? That is what we are going to see now. Okay. Swara Yukta Vyanjanas. How we are going to add these swaras into Vyanjana so that it's easy to pronounce. And see what the ultimate goal is: to speak a language. To speak a language, we need sentences. For this to make sentences, we need words. Words are nothing but meaningful combination of individual letters which are pronounceable. In Sanskrit, in order to make it pronounceable, we are actually adding letters. It could be Vyanjana plus Vyanjana, which we will see later. But now what we are going to see only Vyanjana with Swara. Okay. That is what is the combining vowels and consonants. Okay. Over here, if you see, I think you guys have to pin the screen now. Then you can see better. So simple. Is my screen visible now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So ik, this is ik, right? Ka underneath one stroke becomes ik. When you add a, it becomes pronounceable ka. Okay. With that ik, if you add a, it becomes ka. Right? So you just see what we did. We just put one straight line, like vertical line after ka, it becomes ka. Right? So ik plus e becomes ki. What did we do? We put a straight line before the letter and we joined them with the hook. Then it becomes ki. So ik plus e dirgha. So what we did? We put a straight line after the letter and we joined them and it became ki. Okay. We are going to use the same symbols for every one of the consonants to get what is called as Swarayukta Vyanjanani. Okay, so ik plus u becomes ku. What we did, we just in the three, we took the second half of the three and we put that under the letter. Just a hook under the letter, it becomes ku. Okay. So ik plus u becomes ku. What we did, we put the hook the other way. So this is something for the beginners, it is a bit confusing. What is this and what is this? But you will get used to it. Okay. And then becomes ik plus r. Okay. Kr. What did we do? We just put a C underneath. And that becomes, whenever you put a C under a letter, it denotes kr. Okay, when you put a 3, inverted 3 under any letter, it becomes kr, dirgha. Okay, same way ik plus l becomes kl. Okay, and ik plus a becomes k. We put one inclined hook above the line. It becomes k. For kai, what I did, I put 2 inclined hooks on top of the letter and it became kai. Ik plus o becomes ko. So I took this straight line from that o, I put that after the consonant and then I put a inclined hook, it became ko, and finally cow. So what I did, I took the entire second line with those 2 hooks and then I wrote that after the consonant ka, it became cow. This is how we form what is called as Swarayukta Vyanjanas. Okay, so I will, I think I already shared this slide. So I want all of you to see the slide and understand what we are doing here so that it's easy for you to understand how we got these consonant forms. Okay, but what I want you guys to try is this. Okay, what is that? The first line we all know. A, I, U, R, A, I, O, Au. Okay. We now got the second line. Ka, ka, ki, ku, kr, ke, kai, ko, and kau. So we now know how we derived all these symbols, right? Which come after the consonant. So we are going to apply that after every consonant and derive these forms of consonants. So second line, third line will be ka, ka, ki, ki, ku, ku, tru, ke, kai, ko, kau. The main thing, you need to make the difference between when you pronounce between this ka and this ka. Okay. Same thing, ga, ga. So someone is going to do that for me. Ga. Who is going to come? Who's that? I can see. Okay, Sanjana. So you are going to do for the fourth line. Ga. Just read out.
Ga, G, G,
Ga.
Ga, G, G, Gu, Gu, Gru, Gru,
No, gru. That's all gru. Gru. That it hasn't given here. Gru hasn't given here. Yeah, it's gay.
Gai, Go,
Gai.
Go.
Fantastic. Complete that. Go ahead. Next one. Next line. Continue.
Ga,
Ga.
Ga,
Ga. Ga.
Ga, Ga, G, Gu, Gru, 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 Ge, Gai, Go, Go.
Last one.
Mm,
Nga. Nga.
Na, na, ni, ni,
Hmm?
nu, nu,
Nu.
nu, ne,
Nre. Nre. Nre.
nre, e,
Ah,
ne, nai, no, no.
yeah. The only thing I want to stress here is the pronunciation of this nga. Okay. You are pronouncing as ka with the nasal nga. Okay. Not with the na. It shouldn't sound like na. It should sound like nga nga. Okay. Nga nga ngi ngi ngu 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 ngr nge ngai ngo ngau. Okay. So it has to come from the throat. That is the difference. So that if you know that difference, then it's easy to pronounce the other nasal sounds. Okay. So I will be sharing these all. See, next comes cha cha chi chi chi, like same thing, right? So I will share all these slides for you guys to repeat and practice. Okay. So that will actually finish all the letters. Okay. So if that is done, of course, we still have that one last one, which is Samyukta Vyanjanani. That is the only thing. That is the only thing will be remaining. So I will share all these slides for you guys to practice. So the last classification of letters here is Yamavarnaha. Don't worry much about it. Yamavarnaha or same ka varga ka ga ga, because when we say in certain words, these ka varga ga will be stressing the consonants. For example, agni, agni. Okay, when we say, we write agni, but okay, I'll just finish this. Okay, so if you see here, if you write, if you ask me to write agni, you know what I do? Okay, agni. So this g, is ig, right? But when we pronounce, we stress agni. So that will sound like double g. Agni. Okay. Agni. So that stressing, they have classified as separate letter, and that is only 4. Ka, ika, ga, and ga. Only these ones have that kind of form. So the 4. The reason of knowing about them is to know that the Sanskrit has 64 letters in total. Okay, without adding this 4, you will not get that 64. Otherwise, don't worry about them. Yama Varnaha doesn't apply much. Don't worry about them. We don't see much even in Vyakarana. Maybe in advanced Vyakarana we might see, but not in general Vyakarana. So don't worry much about that. But that is all about the table of letters of Sanskrit. Okay, any questions so far before we end? All good? Hope, thank you. Hope everyone is able to follow. From next class onwards, can we have the class starting at 9 o'clock, 9 to 10?